Hey guys, we're back for another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. It is Friday. It is Friday. Yes, let's get into this news, honey, that I know you guys can use. It has been a very long Friday. OMG. Let's get into the things of the things. We got some updates. We got some things to talk about. We got some things to talk about. Y'all come on in. I'll give you guys a second or two to come in. I'm gonna give you guys just a couple minutes to come in because I know you guys are. Yeah, a couple minutes to come in. Hey, how y'all doing? And we're back like that. How y'all doing? I'm feeling slightly better, you guys. Thank you guys for all the caramels get better in the chats, however you say it. Thank y'all for wishing that I get better. I saw the messages. Thank you. Thank you all for coming on over for this video. Let's get into it because we got some updates as promised. Okay. All right, prayers up, honey. Prayers up and rest in peace to one of our own, you guys. If you guys don't know about this group, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Prayers up for founding member Tony. Okay, group member Dwayne Wiggins has passed away, you guys, from cancer. Let's get into it. All right. It says that Tony has released an official statement. Let me put my glasses on right quick so we can see good out here, girl. I know I read good. I don't want to be out here reading like I got a second grade education out here. All right, so it says that with broken hearts, we share with you that our beloved Dwayne has passed away this morning, surrounded by family and loved ones. Over the past year, he has been privately and courageously battling bladder cancer. It says that through this fight, he remained committed and present for his family, his music, his fans, and his community. Okay. So it says it's so sad that Dwayne Wiggins of Tony has unfortunately lost his battle to cancer. It says that we are sending prayers to his loved ones during this rough time. Now, I did hear that he was in hospice prior to his death. So prayers. You guys know who Tony is. They have so many hits. Okay. What is it? What's the song again? It Never Rains in Southern California. Damn, y'all know their songs. They have so many songs. If I sat here, I'll be naming them out all day till the sun go down. Tony has a lot of hits, okay? But let's continue because this was not it. I said that Dwayne's life was incomparable, and his music and service impacted millions around the world, including in his hometown of Oakland, California. Said he was a guitarist, a producer, composer, philanthropist, mentor, and founding member of Tony. Said that he was deeply passionate about providing artist development and mentorship to emerging young musicians, helping to shape the early careers of many. For now, we ask that you continue to respect our privacy. We mourn with you and are deeply grateful for your love and support. In solidarity, the Wiggins family. Okay, so as you guys can see, he has passed away. Prayers to the families and rest in peace to him. Y'all, we are losing so many greats. Oh, I mean, damn, we done lost Roberta Flack. Now we've lost Angie Stone, and now we've lost Dwayne Wiggins of Tony. Did I miss anybody for this year? Well, I feel like I missed somebody this year. Is that it so far? I mean, damn, we are just barely in March and already. But y'all know, like I said before, every year we miss some celebrities that we've not. Roy Ayers, yeah, we miss Roy Ayers too. My goodness. You know, goodness. Every year we have somebody, a celebrity that passes away, and you be like, wow. But yeah, I'm still like shocked about Angie Stone passing away, y'all. That I'm still shocked about that. I am still shocked about that. But it did say that they were going to make it to where her fans could also give their respects to her as well. So I'm not sure when that's going to be. I don't think that they finalized everything because I haven't seen anything online. I've been looking at all the publications, including her Instagram and everywhere else. I follow her daughter and her son now. I haven't seen anything in terms of updates on when their service will be and when the service for her fans will be as well. But shout out again to and rest in peace to Dwayne Wiggins of TONI. I wish I could play some of their music, child, but I don't feel like editing. My God. Y'all know, child. Y'all let some this weekend, honey. Y'all let Tony play this weekend in respect and in celebration of Dwayne Wiggins, okay? Because y'all know, baby, that's the group right there, honey. They got a lot of hits. I mean, a lot of hits, okay? Raphael, Sadiq, and them boys, them some bad boys. I just want to say, but I'm a fan of their group, and it's sad. But let's move on, you guys. Yes, they said her funeral is the 15th in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, great. Sweet Essence has put in there that Angie Stone's funeral is on the 15th in Columbia, South Carolina, because she is from Columbia, correct? Angie Stone is from Columbia. Carmen, I'm sorry. Oh, they said that we went to high. Carmen said y'all went to high school together. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Carmen. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're doing well. Condolences to you, Carmen. Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry for that. Wow, 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 wow. See, you just never know. You just never ever know. All right, let's get into our next topic, child. Not Dwayne, child. LeBron James, child, gets buck on Stephen Smith, y'all. Let's get into it. Stephen Smith was talking a bunch of junk about LeBron's son Bronny, and he happened to be at one of the Lakers games, and LeBron ran up on him, baby. Let's get into this, okay? Who child? Now it says that Stephen A. Smith says that he plans to address new viral videos showing LeBron seemingly checking him. It says that there's a clip making rounds on social media showing Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James and sports commentator Stephen A. Smith in what appears to be an intense conversation. While the audio is unclear, fans are speculating that LeBron might have checked Stephen Smith over his past criticism of his son Bronny James' NBA career. Says that now Smith is stepping up to address rather the situation, taking to Twitter on Friday morning. And Stephen Smith goes on to say, he said that I didn't want to have to address this, and I wouldn't have either, says it had it not gone viral. Now I have no choice. He says at first take at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then he says that the Stephen A. Smith show on YouTube, he says that some things have to be said. Of course, y'all know he talked crazy junk about LeBron's son. But let's get into this clip, child, where LeBron checked his ass. Let's go. All right. Okay, so as you guys can see there, now they're saying that LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith are sharing some words after the game tonight. Looks like LeBron is telling him, keep my son name out your shit, okay? Ooh, child. LeBron let him know. Now, a few people were saying that Bronny James is not as great of a player as, his father. A lot of people have expectations when a child comes behind their parent who was great, kind of like, Layla Ali came from Ali, came behind Ali. A lot of people expected her to be as great as him. So usually when a child or a family member comes up behind somebody who's already made their mark in the industry like that, then it's expectations that they have to be greater or just as good. So Stephen A. Smith did talk a lot of shit about Bronny. And when he was sitting there on those little floor seats, LeBron saw him and he walked up to him to check him and let him know, keep my son's name out of your mouth. And I don't blame him. You got to let him know, because Stephen A. Smith do be talking a lot of junk about people. But LeBron let his ass know that day. Yeah, not today you won't. Okay. Let him know. Because y'all know Bronny James had some medical issues that kept him from and prevented him from actually playing for quite some time. He had some heart issues where he also had to have some surgery done as well. So shout out to Bronny James. You know, he'll find his way. He will find his way. All right. Maybe it's not meant for him to be as great as his father, LeBron, but he'll find his way, child. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I tell y'all my DMs have been blowing up today, Lord God, y'all are crazy. All right, let's get into our next topic, child. Nene Leakes, honey. Nene Leakes is snapping off on Porsha, Lord. It's always some beef going on. Now, Nene Leakes is snapping off on Porsha and says that Porsha lied, girl, when she explained the situation about filming the Upshaws with her. Nene is snapping on her and saying she don't give a F about Porsha. Let's get into it, y'all.
What does Nene think of Porsha's interview? I'm sure Nene gonna tell you.
I don't give a fuck about Porsha interview.
What interview? Who said that? We don't know. I don't know.
What Porsha said was good.
Porsha talking about her. She ain't talking about Porsha.
I got waste my time because that bitch lied.
She lied?
Oh my God.
Porsha lied? Oh my God. Can you believe Porsha lied on the Breakfast Club?
Can you believe that?
She said that Nene was in the other room, honey, and she heard Nene's voice.
Ain't her. She wasn't even on the spot. That bitch make up some good shit.
She be lying. She be lying, honey.
Just lying. Girl, leave me alone.
She done lied on Simon. She done lied on Nene. What does Nene think of Porsha's interview? I'm
not lied on Simon, child.
What happened on?
All right, so this is what Porsha had to say about Nene.
When y'all shot the Upshaws, because we had Nene up here.
Yeah.
And she said you blocked her from being on the Upshaws.
No, she did it. She did the show.
But you wouldn't do it with her.
So no, it's not that I wouldn't do it with her. So I signed on to do the Upshaws, and I had just filed, I think, could have even been a week and a half prior. So you know how you sign up. So mind y'all, when I filed for divorce, I did not know I was filing for divorce. I was happily in love with my husband. Like, we were good. Valentine's Day, we had a horrible argument. Things got really nasty, and I knew something was about to hit the fan, but I did not know. So when it happened, I had already signed up to do the show, and I really couldn't cancel at that point. So when I got there, I just was sitting in the green room or the waiting area, and I just like start breaking down.
Oh man. I
just start breaking down. And then then she was in the room next to me, and just hearing her voice broke me down because I just felt when you're going through divorce, you just feel so alone. And here I am, just a foul, coming out of my room. I mean, I could barely put on makeup. And now here I am on a set.
What happened on when y'all shot the Upshaws? Because we had Nene up here.
Yeah.
And she said you blocked her from
And now here I am on a set with strangers. I don't have anybody. Just hearing her voice, it was just too familiar. And, I had not talked to her. I didn't know how I could face her. I didn't know how I could face anybody. So it genuinely wasn't me saying, no, I don't work with this person or that person, whomever, because I agreed to it. I just wasn't capable of doing it that day.
Mentally and emotionally.
Mentally and emotionally. I could not gather myself at all. So when I spoke to them, they were like, I understand you're not going to be able to act as a housewife today. They ended up letting me go home. And then they said, we'll fill in your spot with Cynthia. And then after that, in true Nene fashion, she just turned it into something about herself. And it genuinely wasn't about her. It was about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, her actions of like taking Simon's side and hanging out with him, with women or whatever they were doing, it just really was null and void to me. I just would have wanted a friend. So for her to turn it and make it like I tried to block her money or whatever, me block Nene's money, how? Like, Nene's a star. I can't block your money, just like nobody can block mine. I don't give a damn who you are. And now here I am on a set with strangers. I don't have anybody. Just hearing her voice, it was just too familiar. And block your money, just like nobody can block mine. I don't give a damn who you are. So to me, it's just unfortunate. I'm too grown. I'm sure y'all can see I'm a different Porsha. If I was another Porsha, I would be reading her and her wig or whatever. But I don't feel that way. Like, I feel like we grown people. Girl, you know how it is to go through a divorce. You know exactly what emotions I could have been feeling. So all the extraness is just not block your money, just like nobody can block mine.
Child. See, y'all heard what Porsha had to say, honey. Nene letting her know, baby, you lied on me, honey.
What does Nene think of Porsha's interview? I'm sure Nene gonna tell you.
I don't give a fuck about
y'all.
What interview? Who said that? We don't know. I don't know.
What Porsha said was good.
Porsha talking about her. She ain't talking about Porsha.
I got waste my time because that bitch lied.
She lied?
Oh my gosh.
Porsha lied? Oh my God. Can you believe Porsha lied on the Breakfast Club?
Can you believe that?
She said that Nene was in the other room, honey, and she heard Nene's voice.
Ain't her shit. She wasn't even on the phone. That bitch make up some good shit.
She be lying. She be lying, honey.
Just lying.
Yeah, just lying.
Girl, leave me alone.
She done lied on Simon. She done lied on Nene.
Not lie about Simon, girl. What she lie about Simon on, child? Now they said the Nene responds to Porsha's interview with the Breakfast Club, child, where Porsha was over there saying that Nene, you know, pretty much disrespected her and she couldn't film with her. And really she was upset because Nene was hanging out with Simon. And of course, Peter Thomas, child, after Porsha decided that she didn't want to be with Simon anymore. But you can't tell somebody who to hang with because you choose not to fool with them no more. I mean, depending on what, you know, what the nature of your friendship with Nene was, you can't expect her to not hang with your ex-husband if you guys didn't have a solid friendship. Now, if y'all hung out here and there, then you can't control who she hangs out with. You know, she went out on the town. They went out on town. I saw a few pictures where Nene was there with her dude, you know, and Simon was there with some other girl, and then Peter Thomas was there as well. They were all hanging out on the town, and Porsha saw it. And when they had that little situation over there with the Upshaws where they were, you know, auditioning or whatever, she tried to block Nene and saying that she didn't want to film with her and all this to keep Nene from getting the job, in which Nene got it anyway. Porsha decided to step back and not film with Nene because she said she didn't want to film with her. I think Cynthia Bailey decided to also move forward with filming on the Upshaws, but Porsha had a huge problem with Nene because she chose to hang out with Simon. But like I said, whatever the nature of the friendship with Simon was and the nature of Porsha and Nene's friendship, you kind of can't tell her who to hang with. Now, if we buddy like that, we hang together all the time, and me and Simon ain't together no more, and you know all the stuff that he did to me, then maybe you could say, look, now you know me and him getting a divorce. I kind of need you not to be out in the town with him and hanging out and, you know, letting him talk shit about me why I ain't, you know, why I'm not around, stuff like that. But I don't think it was like that. But child, when I tell y'all this is some high school stuff, I don't know. I think that's Michelle ATL too. Shout out to her because I do like her. All right. Speaking of Peter Thomas, child, he seems to be having an issue with Porsha. Let's continue, child. Porsha seems to be getting into it with everybody here lately. Child. Let's get into it, girl. Lord. Now it says the fraudster. Let's look at the topic, y'all. Let's let it come up. Oh my goodness. They said don't nobody want Simon. Pebbles Love said it. Damn, don't nobody want Simon with his chiclet teeth. Y'all crazy. So as y'all can see on my screen, girl, shout out to the reality rundown. They said the fraudster girl, Peter Thomas, uses fake AI video to slam Porsha Williams. Now, don't he supposed to be in jail somewhere for him not paying his employees and all this back tax money that he owed and didn't report to the IRS, and they finally caught up with his ass and he had to turn himself in? What is he doing still creating beef when he's supposed to be in the jail down there? Let's see. All right. So Peter Thomas says, yo, when does it get better for Miss Porsha W? She can't get a break. Says that she needs a better PR person. Getting unalive on national platform like this isn't good. What?
For women out.
All right, so Porsha, they said Porsha got blasted for applauding women leaving marriages, child. Let's get into what Porsha had to say, honey. This was on The View, I think, when she was on, said that Porsha Williams returned to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was during their hot topics. Let's get into it.
There in America, if you are leaving a marriage, first of all, I applaud you for making a decision for you and doing what's right for you. It's hard to pick yourself when you become one with somebody because you're one. And then all of a sudden, when things are bad, you have to just choose you. So I went into a business that I was passionate about, which is decor and hair, and I'm acting now. So,
well, Porsha, after listening to all of that, I see why you had 2 failed marriages. We should encourage women not to leave a marriage. Of course, there are exceptions like abuse and other things. But when you say to women out there, I applaud you for making decisions for you and doing what's right for you, it's not all about you. You make decisions that's good for the outcome of your children, which is to grow up with something called a father in the household. I mean, a study after study shows that kids with both parents do better with grades, friends, and future. Okay, so I think
For women out there in America, if you are leaving,
y'all see how he cut Porsha off and read her down? Did y'all see that? Let's get to the next tab, child. Woo. All right, so y'all see it said that Real Housewives of Atlanta, alum Peter Thomas pleads guilty to tax fraud. You guys know about that, and is sentenced to 18 months in prison. Now he is set to turn himself in. I think you guys said next month. All right, so yeah, child, Peter is coming for Porsha, and Porsha gets read down on The View. I'll show it one more time where old boy jumped in, honey. Little Alejandro, I don't know what his name is. Alejandro came up in here, child, and read Porsha down and kind of cracked her face on national television right here on their Hot Topics. Let's get into it, child. Alejandro. All right.
First of all, I applaud you for making a decision for you and doing what's right for you. It's hard to pick yourself when you become one with somebody because you're one. And then all of a sudden, when things are bad, you have to just choose you. So I went into a business that I was passionate about, which is decor and hair, and I'm acting now. So,
well, Porsha, after listening to all of that, I see why you had 2 failed marriages. We should encourage women not to leave a marriage. Of course, there are exceptions like abuse and other things. But when you say to women out there, I applaud you for making decisions for you and doing what's right for you, it's not all about you. You make decisions that's good for the outcome of your children, which is to grow up with something called a father in the household. I mean, a study after study shows that kids with both parents do better with grades, friends, and future. Okay, so I think
for women out there,
damn, Porsha, he slid your wig back by 3 inches on that girl. Damn, Porsha, how you go up there trying to give advice and get read down on national television, girl? Trying to give people marriage advice. Like, girl, he said, girl, listen, you have been married like 2 times and both of your marriages failed, girl, and your daughter might be going through it because you ain't been able to keep no man around and no stable relationship out here, girl. So you the last person need to be out here trying to tell somebody about being in a damn marriage, bitch, when you can't even stay in one. Girl, every marriage you look at don't work out for you. Like, girl, I mean, damn, you and Cordell, you and Simon, like, girl, sit down. Sit down. Like, what's next for you? Damn, nobody told you to get with Simon anyway, knowing he had immigration issues. Nobody told you to be with damn Cordell, knowing that he was going to be like a daddy to you and wouldn't let you speak or go out and do anything. Like Porsha. Oh, child. Let's get off this, girl. I feel like he read my ass down a little bit. I was like, who the hell he talking to? But I had to remember he talking to Porsha. I was like, oh, he ain't talking to me. Because, girl, he was slicing and dicing through there, girl. Let's get it. Oh, my God. So let's get into LATOXIC Scott, girl, where she is out here talking. Oh, he read her, didn't he? Oh, he came through there and read her down. That was like a nice little polite read, as y'all said, girl. That was a nice little corporate read. He was real corporate about that read, won't he? Child, Porsha had to look like, damn, did he just read me down? Let me confirm, girl. Yes, girl, he did. Porsha was looking like, girl, did he read me? Girl, let me confirm. He did, girl. He all the way read your ass. Yes, he did. Slid your wig back 3 inches, bitch. Yes. All right, let's continue. LATOXIC Scott, formerly of Xscape, honey, because she got kicked out for trying to act like she was better than the other girls, girl. Her and her 497 runs got kicked out of the group, and now she is still talking about this damn group, child. Now, LATOXIC Scott, girl, says that Xscape never had anyone to keep us together during their difficult time. Girl, they couldn't stay together because you were trying to tear them apart. Girl, come on, let's look at this child. I said, girl, I knew you ain't out here on this. I'm so sick of her. First, it was this damn song, residual song. Then you were doing an interview over there about you owe your sister the money and you want to be friends and you want to be back cool with your sister. But then your sister came back and said, oh, girl, by the way, I saw you at an event and you saw me and mama come in and then you turned your ass around and you didn't even come and say anything to me, and neither did mama. So you and mama was on the same mess that y'all was on that reality show with SWV, and now you want to sit up here on the platform and try to act like it's the Xscape group when it's really you. Let's get into
since you were a teenager, and there's drama there as well. And so I wonder, what is the difference between how you navigate the sisterhood on Real Housewives of Atlanta and the sisterhood with Xscape?
It's harder for me to do the Xscape show than it is for me to do the Housewives. The reason why I say that is because with housewives, you know, you expect new women to want to read you.
So I had the opportunity to interview. I've interviewed Candy several times, but I interviewed her a few years ago, and I asked her what was more difficult for her because she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which was a lot of drama, right? It was a lot of drama, and I asked her, the reality shows, period. I asked her, how did she handle that? And then we know you've been a part of Xscape since you were a teenager, and there's drama there as well, right? And so I wonder, what is the difference between how you navigate the sisterhood on Real Housewives of Atlanta and the sisterhood with Xscape?
It's harder for me to do the Xscape show than it is for me to do Housewives. The reason why I say that is because with Housewives, you know, you expect new women to want to read you.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, sorry.
And come with the catty drama, and then it's like, you know, it's just like whatever, bitch. You know, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But with my group members, because we grew up together, it cuts deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's sense. Like it's more our arguments and our they mean something.
And she told me that she did not really, the Real Housewives of Atlanta did not faze her because she knew that was work, right? But she said with you all, the group, when there was issues, it bothered her to her core because you all started so young, and that was, you guys are part of each other's becoming a woman. So those differences and those issues hurt different because I can't just turn a blind eye to that. So that was, you know, her perspective.
And come with the kid.
Watching that. So I'm wondering for you all, because you had your sister, your blood sister, but then you also had two other sisters, right? That you were in this business with. Yeah. What is that? And I know sisterhood can be difficult, even if it's blood related, right?
Yes.
So talk a little bit just about those early experiences, you all going through that and figuring the good and the bad and the ugly of being a girl group and learning how to relate through those relationships, but still stay together, performing and wow those audiences.
I mean, that we definitely had moments where we had to fight it out, argue it out, and that's just a part of becoming a woman and having a sisterhood. There were times when my sister and I would have, you know, and then I would have, hey, Tidy, me and you together. We, you know, you got my back, I got your back. Yeah. So it was always somebody there to make you feel like I got you, no matter what they say. Look, you know, you're good. And that's how we kind of weathered the storms. And we really never had a person
watching that. So
that would come in and kind of keep us together. So we literally had to figure it out. Every day was us figuring it out. And I think that made us stronger too in this industry as females, because it's like, no, I just got into an argument with my sister and I got to get back on stage with her.
Right.
So this right here, what we're talking about is nothing.
Exactly.
So we were able to understand what that was. But yeah, we had some times, and that's funny that she said that it was us that made it a little bit more difficult than the group. I mean, than the housewives or whatever, but you have those moments where you have the arguments, but then you learn, it's still about love. Yeah. Coming back together at the end of the day. But yeah, we had some riffs. I can't even lie. We had a lot of riffs that would come.
I see y'all putting it in the chat. She is definitely the common denominator because Candy and the rest of the girls try to reach out to her. If you guys watch the reality show between Xscape and SWV, they literally try to reach out to her and let her know when they were having shows and stuff. And she was so difficult. Her attitude is so nasty. And she really has this sense of entitlement. Like she feels like someone owes her something. And she wants to always keep up this mess. And she keeps living in the past. Like whatever you guys argued about then is then. You guys are in a new year, a new life, a new everything. And you guys are trying to move forward and perform. And it's for the fans. It's like you can't put your differences aside in order to perform for your fans, they don't want to just see 3 girls up there. It should be 4. So when you have this attitude of, oh, I'm not getting up on stage, this person said something to me, it doesn't matter. Put that aside and get up there and sing for the betterment of your group and to give your fans what they deserve. They're paying to see 4 band members. So the other girls decided, hey, we're going to just keep going. If she doesn't want to go, we're going to go tour and we're going to get this money. So now that your husband is gone, now that your sister don't really want to talk to you like that, and Candy and the other girls have gone on and they're getting this money on tour, now you're looking crazy. Now you want to try to slide back in the group, and they're just like, we don't know, because every time they let you back in, you do the same thing. And it's okay if you go solo. It's okay, but it's how you do it. And then she always acts like she's better than the other girls. Be honest with you, all of them have the capability to sing lead. Some of them. All of them have the capability to sing lead, okay? So I don't know why she feels like she's the only one in the group. To be honest with you, and I'm going to be honest, I feel like her sister Tamika could sing better than her. I'm saying. I think she has a more powerful voice. I think that LaTocha can do runs. She do way too damn many. But in terms of voices, I feel like LaTocha's sister, Tamika, has a better, stronger voice than she does. She can very easily be the lead singer for Xscape. I mean, hell, on tour, she's actually singing all her sister's parts. Y'all said you caught that shade. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be that shady, but I'm just saying, y'all know I'm telling the truth. I feel like her sister Tamika Scott actually has a stronger voice than her, and she's singing all of her lead vocals on tour, and she is knocking it out the park. So please don't feel like because you're not up there on stage that the girls are still not going to be able to tour and make the money and carry the group. Girl, people are starting to see you for who you are. And you sat up there on panels, even on the show, and you let your husband help you kick against your bandmates, and they were trying to reach out to you like, girl, it's a sisterhood. Girl, we still hear from you. And you allowed your almost ex-husband, Rocky, to be in the mess and stir up mess between you and your bandmates, and it really wasn't even that serious. And now look at him. He got a baby on the way by somebody else, and another girl is saying that he's potentially the father of her baby, and you talking about 30 years being married to this clown who used to work for R. Kelly on the same mess that he was on, and now your bandmates ain't there, your husband ain't there, you don't have nobody there but your mama, who is also helping perpetuate the mess. That mama needs something looked into with her too. Because she is helping stir this damn pot too. When I saw the show and I saw how she acted, I said, oh no. That mama, honey, that mama is a hot, steaming, boiling, sauteed, barbecued, grilled mess. All of it. Air fried mess. Damn. I ain't never seen nobody act like that. And then want to bring God into it. You sat right there and caused division between your daughters and pit your daughters between the two of them. Then want to do God quotes. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. God is not the author of confusion, baby. No, ma'am. He is not. I'm sorry what you heard, but it's a hell no. Okay, let's move on. We got to move for that, child. All right, next topic, Lord. All right, so the people are upset at Andy Cohen and the people over there at Bravo for saying that they're not getting ready to hold off on filming, child, and waiting on Karen Huger like they did for Teresa Giudice. All right, let's get into it, child. As you guys can see, JR Bravo Addict says that Bravo paused Real Housewives of New Jersey for Teresa Giudice, but not Karen or Jen Shaw. Says it that says a lot about how the network feels about Teresa and what she brings to the audience, girl. It says the Real Housewives of Potomac season 10 filming will proceed without Karen Huger after her prison sentence. So put a 1 in the chat if you feel like Bravo should have waited for Karen to do her year for her 4th DUI. Okay, again, let me reemphasize, 4th DUI. Put a 1 if you feel like Bravo should have waited for Karen to do her time or live out her time in jail for her 4th DUI, or do you feel like they should have continued filming as they're doing? That they should have proceeded with filming. They're saying here, hey, you gave Teresa Giudice some grace. You guys waited on her, but then here you go. Soon as Karen, honey, they said a black woman, soon as she get locked up, y'all like, yeah, we don't give a hot damn. We're gonna go ahead on the film. What y'all think? I see some twos, I see some ones. I see y'all say proceed, honey. That's Karen's mistake. And I ain't got nothing against Karen, but you knew that you were a castmate on this damn show. And it's no different than somebody who work a regular schmegular job. If you go out here and do something crazy and your job decided they ain't gonna fool with you no more, they let you go, that's on you. That's on you. Getting a DUI is your decision to do. I mean, damn, I could see if it was just one, like, oh my God, I had a little bit to drink, too much to drink this time. And, I thought that I could drive home, and that's not even a great, excuse. But to have 4 DUIs and then you still didn't take accountability for it, Karen, and you still got a slap on the hand with the amount of time that they gave you, and you're still on 5 years probation even after you served that year with the 1-year suspended sentence. Like, seriously, I don't feel like Bravo should hold anything. That should be a lesson to you that you need to get your life together, go and get some real rehab and get some serious in-depth counseling and figure out why it is that you feel the need to drink every time you feel you're in a low place. No one should have to push their money back. And you think about everybody else on the cast. Think about everyone else that's on the cast. I don't feel like the rest of the girls that's on the cast want to have their money held up because Karen want to go out here and drink. Now, I'm just being one thou out. I wouldn't want my money held up if I was on the show because somebody decided they couldn't stop drinking and they had several DUIs and got to go, spend a little time in the clink. I don't want to be sitting here saying, oh, well, damn, we got to push our show back and I ain't going to get no check because they went out drinking. Hell no. Let her go do her time. When she get out, then y'all can kind of put her back on into the show. But in the meantime and in between time, let's keep this party rolling. Let's keep this thing going. Hell no. Don't fuck up my money. Don't fuck up my money because you couldn't be out here doing what you're supposed to do, Karen. I love you now, Karen, but no, ma'am. Nobody told you out here running in the trees and running over squirrels and nah, baby, jumping. What was it they say? She jumping medians and that girl, skid marks on the sidewalk and I gotta fuck up my money. Girl, the devil is a liar. No, ma'am. Girl. No, ma'am. The show continues. All right. When you get out, then they'll find out where if they let you come back. All right. If they let you come back. But in the meantime, in between, I don't give a hot damn what they did with no damn Teresa Giudice or any other Giudice. Okay. Giudice, Rudice, anything. No, hell no. Karen, you just going to have to do your time and the show continues. That's how I feel. Shit. Moving on. Ain't got to move for that bullshit. Let's get into the Nazaya update, honey. That's what we here for. I told y'all that today was the first trial date and court date. All right, it was a court date, not a trial date. But let's get into that because I know you guys have been waiting to hear about that. Let's get into it, y'all. This is going to be our last topic about Nazaya. I want to save the best for last because I know you guys have been waiting. Cameron, what's the update on that? Because y'all know they said on the 7th, girl. So let's get out here and talk about it, okay? All right, so as you guys can see, missing Nazaya Harris, okay, that's the little girl from Detroit where she was groomed by Jarvis Butch. Y'all know I covered this. I actually shout out to 7 Mile Radio. I did an interview with him as well. It turned out to be a very, very good interview where he is and has also been covering the trial as well and looking for Nazaya. He was also a part of finding some of her belongings in terms of working with Detroit Police Department as well. Shout out to Roxy, her cousin. But today we do have an update on that. Missing Nazaya Harris trial date is set for suspect Jarvis Butch. All right, let's go ahead and play this. Let me make it big so y'all can see. This is the judge that's gonna be in charge. Let's play.
Probable cause. The evidence all points to Jarvis Butch.
After days of testimony, Judge Aaliyah Sabri with harsh words for rapist and accused killer Jarvis Butch.
Jarvis Butch, you are the monster in this whole picture. You are just the true definition of a pedophile. We may never know what happened, but from what I heard today and over the last 4 or 5 days, it appears he intended to perform what he thought was a do-it-yourself abortion on Nazaya. It went south, and instead of seeking medical attention for her, He intentionally killed her and tried his best to cover it up.
Earlier in the day, the officer in charge of the case reading hundreds of text messages between 13-year-old Naziah Harris and now 42-year-old Jarvis Butts. Their sexual relationship started when she was just 12.
The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear.
Text messages about sex and Naziah's pregnancy.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. What's going on? It's buffering. Let's see. I don't know why it's buffering. Hold on. There's something wrong with this site. Okay, video play after the ad. Let's try to play it again so we can hear what it's saying.
TONI Judge Aaliyah Sabri with harsh words for rapist and accused killer Jarvis Butts.
Let's move it here. So.
Are in charge of the case reading hundreds of text messages between 13-year-old Naziah Harris and now 42-year-old Jarvis Butts. Their sexual relationship started when she was just 12.
The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear.
Text messages about sex and Naziah's pregnancy. Her asking him for the abortion pill in October of 2023.
Naziah says, "Hey babe, I need that plan B today."
By late November, she's still asking.
"I need you to bring me what I need tonight. It's hard doing all this gym with this baby. And if I don't do them, I'm going to get a F."
On January 9th, 2024, 1 year ago, Naziah sends her last text and is last seen with Jarvis Butts, her bloody sweatshirt found near the Rouge River. Defense attorneys argued there was no body, no evidence Jarvis Butts killed her, but prosecutors argued otherwise.
I don't know why I got all these ads in here. Oh, they get on my nerves. But these are the details of the case. All right, let's get through this ad so we can continue.
And the judge agreed.
The last time that she was seen was on January 9th, 2024 at 2:56, getting off of the bus at 3 Mile Drive in Cornwall and walking down Bedford. She was walking towards what she didn't know at the time would be Jarvis Butts and her ultimate murder by him.
As much as I want her to be alive today, there is at least probable cause to show and believe that she's dead and she was murdered by Jarvis Butts.
Butts was bound over for trial and will remain behind bars. Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.
Baby, the way he is limping, girl. Jarvis, I think they got you back there, bro. All right. So let's get into where they're saying the brief is for said case. All right. According to the brief, it says the Jarvis Butts trial is scheduled for October. Okay. So October is when the trial for Jarvis Butts will be set. To be exact, October the 6th is the actual trial date. Okay. In terms of, it says that Butts is accused of sexually assaulting, kidnapping, and unaliving 13-year-old Naziah Harris. It also goes on to say that Harris disappeared after getting off the bus in Detroit in January of 2024. Prosecutors alleged that she was pregnant by Butts at the time. All right. It says that Jarvis Butts, the man accused of sexually assaulting and kidnapping and unaliving 13-year-old Naziah Harris in Detroit, will face a jury later this year. A trial date, as I just said, is set for October the 6th and was set in court this Friday, which is today. All right. It says that Butts is facing charges for first-degree premeditated unaliving, second-degree criminal sexual conduct, and child sexually abusive material. Okay. It goes on to say what happened to Naziah Harris. Let's continue reading that. It says that Harris was last seen getting off the bus in Detroit last January. Her disappearance led to police searching areas around Southeast Michigan. Now, while Harris's body was never found, prosecutors charged Butts with unaliving and R-wording her in September. Now, when announcing charges against the 41-year-old, Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy says that evidence shows that Butts, who knew Harris, family members, allegedly groomed the girl starting in 2022. It goes on to say that Harris was pregnant when she was unalived, and Butts was allegedly the unborn child's father. Okay, so that's going to be, he's going to be looking at 2 unalivings, because not only did he unalive her, but he also unalived the baby as well. So that's 2. He is looking at a lot of time. He's probably never going to get out. Probably going to get life. All right. So it says that Naziah Harris's disappearance timeline. Let's go ahead and read into that as well. This is something, ain't it? The prosecutor office provided a rough timeline, okay, of the day Harris disappeared. Harris meaning Naziah. All right. So Naziah took the bus to school that morning. She had her hair in 2 braided puff balls, clear frame glasses, a white sweater with a black jacket over it, a colorful Rugrats puffy jacket with a fur-lined hoodie with light blue jeans and Nike shoes. All right. It says that there's a video of Naziah getting on the bus. Now, Naziah used a DPS issue tablet that she used to communicate and communicated with an app. It goes on to say that she took one last picture of herself on the tablet. Now, using her tablet, she sent a message to a device associated with Butts, indicating that they would be meeting up after she got out of school that day. Now, there is video of her getting out of school at the end of the day in the same clothes. It said that she meets up with Butts and a co-worker and goes back to their auto repair shop on Connor in Detroit, okay? Now, Naziah is seen by Butts' sister at the shop, okay? Y'all saw her testify. The light-skinned lady on the stand that broke down and started crying because she knew what had happened to Naziah. All right, so Butts and the co-worker and Naziah were together in the co-worker's car when they went to I can't say that word. And then returned to the shop on Connor, and Butts' phone places him at these locations. Okay, now they're saying at 9:30 p.m. to 12:20 p.m. Butts checked into a motel. There's a receipt confirming this, as well as his phone placing him at that location. Naziah is never seen again after January the 9th of 2024. It is said and alleged that Naziah was also at that same motel that Jarvis checked into, but she was never seen coming out of that hotel, but Jarvis was seen coming out of that hotel. There are cameras there. I spoke to some people off the record, and they went to said hotel and said there's cameras all around that hotel. It is in a drug type of neighborhood. It looks like some type of trafficking, drug riddled neighborhood, that this particular motel where he checked in and had Naziah with him as well. So all of these things will be brought out in the trial. I will be keeping up with that. Other charges against Butts, let's get into that. Butts has also been charged with sexually abusing 2 other children who were under 13 at the time. Now, Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy said that one of the victims, who is now 20, was allegedly abused between April of 2012 and April 14th, while the other victim is now 11, was abused from July of 2015 until July 17. My God, that's 2 years. It says that he has been charged with 5 counts of second degree criminal sexual misconduct and 1 count of first degree criminal sexual conduct for those assaults. It says that court records show that Butts also previously served time in prison for sexually assaulting a child in 2004. Now, Mr. Butts targeted and befriended women who have sexual relationships with their young daughters, Worthy says. It also goes on to say that he was a classic and expert groomer and a pedo. It goes on to also say that he was bound over for trial in those 2 cases, and last November, they're saying that what's next in this situation is, before his trial begins, that Butts is due in court for a final conference on June 20th. Says, according to the source, it says the information from Wayne County's 3rd Circuit Court and previous reporting was used to write this story. So shout out to them. Shout out to MSN, because that's where we're reading it from. This is a very well-known publication and very reputable as well. Okay, that is Jarvis leaving the courtroom right there. As you guys can see, he is limping, which lets me fully know that they done got to his ass, emphasis on his ass, back there behind the walls back there. Okay, yeah, I don't know if he got no more damn walls, but yeah, so that's what had happened. So October the 6th is when his trial will begin. So we will definitely get to see what is going on. I hope that it is made public so that we can kind of watch some of this trial. I hope it is, so that we can watch it and see every intricate detail and every testimony, every piece of evidence that's brought out there, so that we will know all of what's going on in this Naziah trial. I know a lot of people's going to be covering. I will definitely be covering right here on my channel, because I told you guys this is very near and dear. Y'all know how I feel about kids. I don't like stuff like this. I always talk about how I never let my son go nowhere and spend the night, baby. And I definitely ain't about to have no grown ass people around my. Why you need to be around my child? Absolutely not. So watch your children out here, honey, because not only are men pedos, but women are as well. So watch your kids and make sure that you know what is going on. Watch them when they're on these games, because you have a lot of these pedos that will be on these games trying to talk to your kids and lure them and say things to them that's very inappropriate. Okay, Jarvis Butts became a predator at a very young age. You guys know he had his first child at 13 years old by his mother's female friend, who sexually assaulted him as a child. So he had his first child at 13 by his mother's friend, best friend, female friend, was messing around with him, and he had his first child. And I feel like that's when those demons got up in him, because after that, it was just like he went bananas. So he's been dating women who have children, and he would then, molest and mistreat those children. So he is being charged for those, and he has charges that's pending also for other charges that he have been found out about, not just Naziah. So Naziah is one, but her case is a huge case. It's worldwide now, but he does have other charges for other children that he has gone out here and sexually assaulted as well. So let's pray that this trial goes in the direction that it needs to go, and that justice is definitely served for Naziah and all these other children that have come forward to talk about Jarvis Butts and his pedo ways. And we're going to keep our eyes on this case. Okay, we're going to keep our eyes on this case. This is very, very crazy. Let's look at some comments before we get out of here, you guys, because that was our last topic. Let's see what you guys have to say. Let's see what you guys got to say. What else, Snatch by Diego? Thanks for being here. He says, no lie, I'm a huge gamer, and I stream my games on, Twitch, etc. I come across some real disgusting names and people, and I report. Yeah. I let my son play live as well, and he also plays online with my husband. But I'll be watching, and my husband will be watching as well. We don't play that. Absolutely not. You got to watch your kids, because you have some pedos that be on these games, honey, and be saying some very nasty things, honey. You got to watch them. You got to watch them. You got kids and they play live on the game, or they be on gaming systems, watch them, honey, because they be on there. All right, let's get into some more comments. It says that that's what they offer her, and I believe that her nasty ass aunt and shaggy ass grandmammy helped. Yes, honey, I keep saying, and I want, let me tell you what I want in this case. I want the grandmother and those two twins, honey, Shannon and her sister. I want them to, as well as that grandmother. I want them to also face some charges as well, because I feel like they offered her up to Jarvis. They knew that man was in the house. There's pictures, there's videos that I share where Jarvis was in the house, but then they got on the stand and lied to say, oh no, he just only goes to the driveway and Shannon comes out and talks to him. He's never in the house. Well, there have been several people that testified that they've seen him in the house. I mean, hell, he was in your room, grandma, in there with the door locked, where y'all talking about y'all were painting walls. And we already talked about it. I'm sure he was painting your walls. I'm sure he was all up in them walls. I'm sure. If he slept with both of the sisters, I mean, hello. If he slept with both sisters and he is out here choosing women, he had about 20 girlfriends, you guys. Jarvis Butts. 20 girlfriends, all of which had children except one, and then he proposed to her, but she was a school bus driver, so you still had access to children. Let me tell you how sick he is. Woo. Mary White said that they disposed of her body somewhere, possibly. I feel like they're in on it, because why are you taking down flyers as related to your niece being missing? Why aren't you out there helping look for her? And why are you getting mad and cussing people out when they mention your niece Naziah being missing and saying, hey, you're not out there doing what you need to do to find her? All right. Rose Armstead said, and let her come back telling about her time in jail. Child. Pepper's Love says, and not the trees. And yes, child, she done ran up the tree and then unalived the damn squirrels and every damn thing out there. Karen Hugo out there fishtailing in them damn streets, them Potomac streets. Tam C says that I don't understand why Karen didn't drink at home. Says at least she wouldn't endanger her life and others. Right. We even talked about this 1,000 times. Karen know what she was doing. Ain't nobody about to put their life on hold and their job on hold for her when she had 4 DUIs. Girl, you know better. Another person says that a lot can happen in a year. Absolutely. Absolutely. But my money ain't gonna be held up in no damn year because you decide you want to be out here drinking. Said that Karen is no longer the grand dames. She now pass me that cornbread. All right, you gonna eat your cornbread. Ain't that what they said on Life? I want to make a joke about it, but damn, Karen, you gonna eat your cornbread. You in there with 4 to the back and there eating cornbread, girl. Damn, getting your hair braided and everything in there with your leg thrown over. Big Roberta in there, Big Berta. You in there laid up with Big Berta with them 4 to the back. Child said if Teresa would have committed the same crime 4 times, said I would few away. Says, but you got away 3 times, so you get what you get. Yeah. Everybody got to make their money. Y'all right? I see y'all comments in here. Y'all got some good comments, y'all. But y'all can put in here what y'all think about the Nazaya case and all these other topics that we talked about today, guys, because I tried to throw you guys some good topics. All right. I will be checking back in one more time with you guys today. So you guys definitely, if you guys are just joining the video, go ahead and hit the replay. Do not forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys again, like I said before, for rocking with me and supporting my channel. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys down. We don't give a hot damn about those who decided to leave, honey, and drop off. They didn't supposed to be here anyway. Caramel ain't crying about no damn subscribers, okay? I don't be on that type of mess. My thing is I enjoy doing the content, and that's what we like. All right, we like good content. For those that don't want to hang out over here, you ain't got to be over here. I ain't trying to beg nobody to stay, as you guys can see. All right, but thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Love you guys down. Until the next video, let's go. Oh, thank you to my mods. Look at me. Damn. Thank you to my mods, child. Rose Ormstead and Truth TV Podcast, my backup mods. Thank you to my mods, honey. Belle Wilson, Scorpion, Miss Tower, and KBR. Thank you, guys. And thank you to all the content creators. And, of course, my caramelians. Y'all know I love y'all down. All right. I'll see you guys for my next video. You guys have a wonderful Friday. Until the next video, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, 'cause I